Supposed to call you.
What's good? What's
Right.
good? This is Facts, Rumors, and Lies. I am your host, Cousin George. I am here with the panel with my beautiful ladies, red and purple, and I'm in that money green tint. So you already know. Hello, ladies. How y'all doing? Please say hello
Hi.
to the panel.
Hey y'all.
Hi.
All right. We here.
How you feeling this evening, Mo?
I've had better days, but I'm here.
Okay,
I,
okay. How are you feeling, Young Brave? How are you
I,
doing?
I second Mo. I've had better days, but I'm here. You know what I'm saying? Gratefully so. So we're gonna get this thing moving.
Yes, yes. Thank you for being here. I appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you. We're waiting for someone else. When they jump in, you will see them pop in, and we will give a second for them to do their shout out. But we're going to get right into it. I'm going to pull up a small little video clip we're going to watch real quick. As you see the title, Boss Babe find out why women need to like men more than women, than men like women. Let me say that because that's the ending of that. But we're going to go right into it so I don't have to preach. We can go ahead and listen.
Do you think
Mm.
that men and women should like worship each other and it shouldn't just like sorry. Like
I don't
if
think they should worship. I don't think either or should worship the other. But I do absolutely believe that the woman needs to like the guy more than he likes her for the relationship to actually work.
okay.
Because women are harder to please. So since women are harder to please, they need to feel more fulfillment in the relationship. For them to feel more fulfillment in the relationship, they must like the man more.
Mm-hmm.
Why not? Why do you disagree with that?
I think that women naturally are givers, like we are nurturers, right? So
Yeah.
if we just nurture, give, and you're saying that we should love you or like
Are you
you
selective?
more, I am.
Okay, so
However, I wasn't finished with my point. And as
Period,
I
young
allowed you
George.
to, and I'm not doing it like that, but as I allowed you to speak, you should allow
Phil,
me
go
to
ahead, finish
finish
your
mine.
point.
Thank you so much. I was saying that just as we're nurturers and we give to, let's say, the smallest little instinct of like, oh, he did this, he pulled the door open, I'm gonna just like make blah blah blah, right? Because at the end of the day, women on a generalization, like a level, like that's what we do, right? So I think that the men should actually love the woman a bit more. I feel like as he sees a flower that's beautiful, if he doesn't want to pick it to kill it, he could take a picture of it. I feel like as we are, because mind you, because I've seen a few clips. So, like scientifically based, after you have a child by a man, there is something that goes down within their, I think it's like vasopressin or something like that. It's something that goes down with their attraction levels. So, if they don't love you 1,000 times more than they do before you're married, it's never going to work. And that's why we see all these women dying on the tables of BBLs because, or mommy makeovers, because we're allowing them to, let's say, feel this like connection that sever of sorts after they have a child. So long story short, I feel like men should love women a bit more just because after a while, their love goes down scientifically after they have a child.
Okay.
Sorry about the disconnection. Sorry about that.
That's fine.
Had a
What you
little.
got to say, George? I want to hear what your opinion is first before I say something.
Right. Right.
No problem. No problem. I have no problem with that.
I bet you
Want
don't.
to hear mines first? I have no problem with that. So we didn't finish get to listening to the whole thing because he was about to help her out pretty much about the situation. The reason why they say this is because for a man, we're going to love you no matter what. We're going to. That is how we are. That's how we built. But if a woman loves us more, that's what makes the more power structure. Because if a, most of the time, not all the time, most of the time, when a female feels like the man loves them more, it kind of throw off the relationship on the simple fact that he's going to be more doing more. If she doesn't feel him the same way, it's not going to be mutual. And that's why they was going to announce that to the young lady. It's best for the woman to be more in love with the man because the man is going to love her. But if the woman loves her, then there's no way that this relationship can go wrong. You know what I'm saying? I believe that's what he was going to say. That's my opinion. I would like to hear from you ladies. One at a time, please. And don't go off of what I said. Go off of what
I'm
was
not
said.
gonna entertain this shit tonight, bro. I'm not doing it. I'm not
I,
doing it.
I got you, Bray. Okay,
Thank
so
you.
I'm really tired of people projecting
Ugh.
what their inner feelings are onto other people and making it seem like this is just be. I feel like Homeboy didn't get the love he wanted from a specific girl, and now women need to love men more. No, okay, it with relationships is both ways. The same way men feel like, oh, I need to be loved more, so do women. It's a give and take. If you cannot give and take in your relationship, then you should not be in one. Point blank, period. And all these new millennials and these young, it's like they're talking out of their fucking ass because they feel like this is supposed to be. No, no. It is 2024. That's not how the world works anymore. If I'm in a relationship with someone and they love me and I love them and it's reciprocated on an equal level, then that is a perfectly fine and healthy relationship. It becomes a power imbalance. If I love you more and you don't love me, then I look weak and you look like no, no. Everything should be when in regards to love, it should be equal. Sitting here
Um,
saying I need to love a man, a woman needs to love a man more because we have to be. It takes more to please us. It actually doesn't. We are very simple creatures. The same way men are simple creatures. You guys just take the long way to. It just takes you guys a little bit longer to figure us out than it is for us. And we physically tell you guys this what makes us happy, and men don't even think about what we're saying to them.
So real quick,
so
you said that you are simple creatures, right? Like we are, like a man is. There's
In our
there's
in
no
our own
there's
way,
no
in our
there's
own
no
way.
way in your way that you are simple like a man. There's no way. There's so much
well,
that
you wouldn't
comes
be
from.
able to say that because you're not a woman. That's a personal opinion.
That's a
Okay.
loaded
So
statement.
just like she can't say she's simple like a man. If
No,
that's what you're saying,
look.
just if that's what you
Wait,
just
wait,
said,
wait, wait,
off
wait,
of
wait. First
argument's
of all,
sake,
one, let me give
if
my
for
opinion.
argument's sake,
Two, what
what,
she's saying. Excuse me. Can I answer the question?
but you cut me off. So how do you
Actually,
go
Well,
you
ahead?
cut me
Go ahead.
off. I wasn't even done.
God, I'm so sick of this shit. Basically, what we're saying is it's very simple. Like people, I feel like men and women are both very simple. It's the extra shit that makes it complicated. You know what I'm saying? It's the extra that's in between all. It's just keep that shit black and white. Nobody should be doing more because then there is, like she said, there's a power struggle, and I myself personally have been on both sides of the spectrum. I've cared for a person more than they've cared for me, and it left me feeling somewhat jaded. Someone like, oh, like this isn't right, and then they're still free. That doesn't make them love you more because you're pouring in all this love, like you that doesn't make them love you more. It has to be like simple enough. They just have to be into you. If they're not that into you, then it's not going to happen. When we say we're simple creatures, it's like we break it down in black and white. If we don't want to fuck with you wholeheartedly, we're not going to. If men don't want to spend time with you, they're not going to. If they don't want to love you, they're not going to. It doesn't matter if you love them a little bit or a little bit less. That's where the fuck stalkers come from. That
But
woman don't
that's
love that nigga at all, but he's
but that
obsessed.
but that was the point he was making. He was making that point that he was saying that a woman should be more into the man. That's all he was saying. It's
No
that
one
the
should be
That's
man
more
is
not
into
what I
going to
just said,
anybody.
be.
though.
It's he's not saying that the man is not going. He's just saying that the woman should be more into the man. That was his only claim. He's not
Right, but
saying that
that's
the
not
man is
true.
not going to be into the woman, but he's saying that if you're going to be in a relationship with a woman, make sure that she's into
And what
you
I'm saying
more
is
than
that's
that you're
incorrect.
into her.
That's incorrect because women are givers by nature anyway. That's why we got niggas with no jobs living in our house, taking care of their kids, taking up all their shit, like
That's the
doing all
point
the
of
shit.
what he was, and that makes the
And
point
at
of
the
what
end of
he's
the day,
saying.
that does
That
not
makes the
make
point.
that does not make
But
him do any better in the relationship versus a man that had everything on his own.
it does make a man do better.
No, the
How?
fuck it
If
don't,
the
No, it
right,
George.
don't.
No,
let
it
me
don't.
finish. If it's the right person for you, it does help.
If
That's
it's the
why I
right person
said
for
it's
you,
not
then the
most.
loving more wouldn't even be an issue. It's babe, you scratch my back, I scratch yours. This is a 50-50
But
thing.
that's the whole point of it. It's not going to be an issue as long as that man knows that his woman is into him more than he is into her. That was his point, because it will never be nothing wrong. And that was what he was saying. You won't have an issue. Now, what he was saying was, once you as a man are more into that woman, you are now looking for her attention, which you are not going to get. Which
How
is
do
the
you know
point, like
that?
you said. Which is the point of, like you said, if I don't fuck with you, I'm not gonna fuck with you. That makes it the whole point of what
That's
you
not.
said.
But here's the thing. Here's the thing about the difference. I want to, and I'm not gonna say about all men, all women. The difference between certain people. I'll sit here and say certain people. If I like you and you see I'm more into you as a woman, you will take a some people will take advantage of that. Whether I'm in a relationship with a man or a woman, if you see I'm more into you, no matter what, and you're not into me like that, you're going to take advantage of that situation,
If it's the wrong
regardless.
person,
If it's
yes, you're right.
no,
But
no, no, no,
you're
no,
right.
no. It could
You're
be with
right.
somebody. It can be no. If in any, it's not gonna be the no matter what, it's not like the wrong person. If I'm with somebody who I know is right for me, and then and they see I'm doing more, and they're gonna take advantage of that. They're gonna love that. They don't. That's not gonna make them do more. That's not gonna make them love me more. They're gonna sit there and be like, oh, this person is doing for me because that's what they want to do. Because and it's oh, I like it. It's not. It's not gonna make if a woman sits there and says I'm into you, I love you more, I do this, that's not gonna make a man love her
So
more.
you,
That's not
so
gonna make a
you,
man change. If he hell, he might even take advantage of that shit.
so
And
you're
vice
saying,
versa.
so you're saying no matter what, if the person is right for you, they're still going to take advantage of you. That's
No,
what
what
you're
I'm
saying.
saying,
Yes.
Yeah, that's what you just
I
said.
feel
So
like that. Yes.
that's
People
what you
have the
just said.
capacity.
So I wanted to clear
people
that up.
yes,
I
That's
people who
don't
what
are in
I
love
believe
with you
said.
that.
That's
can
not what
take
she
I
advantage of
said.
don't
you.
believe that. I have people
Yes,
that were good for me who wanted to see me good, never take advantage of me. So I
people,
cannot
if
say
you
I
have
But
an
so
open
why
and
didn't y'all
any
end up together? What happened?
I
Who-
was bad. I was
Exactly. And the
doing
woman was
wrong.
into you
I didn't
more,
take a
giving you
I didn't take
everything.
advantage of them. I just left them alone.
Right. And
So
it
I
still
left
didn't
them
matter.
so no one was used.
But
See,
it
that's
doesn't
the
you don't
matter.
difference.
but here's the thing,
But
you
You
that's
don't
the
don't
think
feel
that
difference. I
used.
you
didn't
don't
use
know
them and
that.
they
You
didn't
don't know
use
how she
me.
felt after that.
We
She could
just
have
left
felt
each other
used.
alone.
You could have left her alone and she still could have felt used, is what I'm trying to explain to you.
But she
Yo.
wasn't used because I knew not to
You
do that
say,
to this person.
but,
That's what I'm trying to get you to
but,
understand. When
but
you know that these people are good to you, you don't treat good people bad.
here's the
And I'm
thing.
not
Just
saying
So
because
that
did
you,
she want a
all
future
people
no,
with
don't
you?
do that. I'm not saying
here's
everybody
what I'm trying
does
to
that.
explain to you.
But
Just
that's
because you
not
didn't do
norm.
physically anything, here's my thing. Just be like, say it doesn't even have to be me being used, could be my feelings to feel like I'm being used. I'm being used for your comfort. I'm being used for your convenience. I'm being
Anything
used,
used is used. I get what you're saying.
and that's
Anything
what I'm
used
trying
is
and
used.
that's what I'm trying to
Right.
say. So for you to sit
But
here
I
and
didn't
say,
use this person and this person didn't use me.
but again, you can sit here and feel that way, but you don't know for
I can
certain.
say that because I know that it's not
For
about me
certain.
feeling. It's about
So
what the
you've heard
person
that
said to
person
me.
say, "Oh,
Because
I
So
it's
the
feel
about the
per
good."
conversation I had with the person. So
okay, so
that's
if the
how I
conversation you
know.
had with
So
the
it's not
person
about
says, I
feelings.
don't feel you, I did not feel used or whatever in this relationship, that's different. But what I'm trying to explain to you, that the way everything is set up for you is not the same for everybody else.
And
And
I got you.
I'm telling you
I
right
got
now,
you on that.
I get it, you're playing devil's advocate, and I hear you. But what I'm trying to explain to you right now is the statement within itself is wrong.
It is.
That's in the from jump, and that's why I said
No,
what I said in the
Yes,
beginning.
it is.
The
no, it's
statement
not.
in itself is wrong. The statement in itself is wrong. If you were first, like you just said, you didn't do anything because that person said it to you because you were in an equal relationship, correct?
Because after the relationship, after I
We're
broke
not
it
talking
off with
about
the
after.
person,
We're
that's how
not
I
talking about
found
after.
out. You're asking
We're
me, but you're asking me about how I found out about what went on, about how they felt, right? They told me after the situation. Like, yo, you never did
Basically,
nothing
people
wrong.
expect women to do continuously do all the heavy lifting and just
Nobody said that.
be
Wait a
there to
minute.
just
That's what
take
it's.
what.
But that's what it's. But
No, it's
what
That's what
he's
it
saying,
not.
is.
that's
Be
what it
there to
sounds
take
like.
How
whatever.
did
We'll
it
take
come?
whatever
Wait a
and
minute. Wait a
take
minute. Stop.
whatever you
Stop.
guys
Stop.
dish
How
out, and
how
for you to
did
be
you get
okay
that?
with it.
How did you
That's
get
what they're
that
basically
from
saying.
just loving someone? How is it about heavy lifting when it's about
That's
loving
what it is.
someone?
That's
That's not heavy
emotional heavy
lifting.
lifting.
That's
You're
No, that's
you
emotional
being
heavy
not.
one
That's
lifting.
sided. You're
no,
not
my.
even willing to understand what we're saying, and we're the actual fucking women.
And you're
That's the
talking about, but you're
problem.
talking
Y'all
about
niggas
heavy
don't
lifting
listen.
about
Y'all
loving
don't
someone.
listen. Because I guarantee you, if you ask 50 women right now, or every woman on this fucking floor of this apartment building, they would
Uh
say the
huh.
same shit. They would say the
Okay.
same shit. That's the dumbest shit they
All
ever
right.
fucking heard.
Okay.
In
And what
order for
makes
the relationship to work,
and what
oh, the
makes
woman,
it the
that's
dumbest
just
that
like,
you ever
that,
heard? Explain that
let me
to
tell
me,
you
please.
something. That's just like women
Instead of
saying, oh,
arguing and yelling,
that's
explain
just like
yourself.
when women, because I can't get my fucking points out without having a man try to silence me. That's
Mm.
why. And then on top of that, that's just like women going around saying, oh, for this shit
What
to
is you
work, this
saying?
nigga gotta be way more into me. No, that sets up lines for that woman to take advantage of that man. And
How?
then we become gold diggers. And it goes the
How,
same way. Y'all
how
niggas
is
are so
okay?
one-sided.
Okay.
Y'all niggas are so one-sided, you
So
might as well be
every
a fucking
scenario that we're
poster.
ever going to talk about is always going to be about the negativeness of everything, right?
It's not the
We're never
negative. You
ever going
asking
to
for
talk
people's
about the
opinion, and it
wait,
sounds
wait,
like you
wait,
want to
wait, wait.
shift what they feel and
You're
think.
constantly arguing the negative of every time we have a point
That's
to talk
my,
about
but if
something.
that's my
Why
opinion,
is it
you can't
always a
take that away
negative
from me.
thing when somebody is asking about loving someone more or as equivalent?
Can
We're
I?
talking
But
about
It's not a
making
negative
sure
thing. That's
the
my opinion.
relationship
Brave,
You feel like
brave.
it's negative, but I'm telling you off of experience,
because of the
that's what I've
negative things you are
experienced.
bringing
So
with
that's
it.
my data.
It's
That's my
negative things
data.
that you're bringing with it.
Can I?
All
That's
Can I
we're
my
say
talking
data,
something?
about
though.
is loving someone.
I just said what the fuck I just said.
Okay,
That's
but
my
if we're
data.
talking about loving someone,
And I'm
how is
talking about
loving
love
someone
too.
is
I'm
putting
talking
a
about love too. I'm
but
talking
how is
about
it
love
putting
too.
more of a burden on the woman? How?
Can
It
I say?
is. Basically, the woman is doing more. You want her to be more
How?
emotionally
Okay,
invested.
so
You want her to
and what
be more
more
emotionally invested. You
what
want us to
more in a
make
way
room for
that you be
sister wives. You want us to take
okay,
care of home,
okay,
take care of this, take care of the
all
kids,
right.
and then just, oh, okay, you get this little bit of love at the end of the day. Like, get the fuck out of here. Get out of
So
here.
so
That's like
so
that woman that be loving you through
so
your bullshit and still don't get no act right out of you. Ask her how she feel.
I do. We talk about it.
All right
And you
then. And if
and what you don't
so bring
understand
her
is
on.
see
Bring her
how you
on and
have
let
to
her tell
do
us
oh
how she
whoa, slow
feel.
down, slow down, slow down, slow
Like
down,
you come
slow
with the
down.
same
Because if
angle
you want to have
every
a
time.
conversation, let's talk. Let's just not randomly throw out things right now
I'm
because we're
not
randomly
randomly
throwing
throwing
out
out
things.
shit. I'm
Okay,
saying
but
what
you
the
just
fuck I
randomly
mean,
throw
and
out
I'm
the young
giving you
lady
my
I'm dealing with
facts.
for what reason?
These are not random.
That is a
These are
random thing to
actual
talk about what
facts.
I'm dealing with. What is the
Can
point of
you
that?
actually? You brought it up, sir. So
You brought it up.
she's not just throwing it out there. You
You
brought it
brought
up.
it
Wait a
up.
minute. Wait a minute. I brought up what the scenario of what I was dealing with because I dealt with a
And
young
I
lady
gave a
and
Ex-
left
scenario
the young
too.
lady alone.
I
And
gave
That's
a
what I threw out.
scenario,
That
and
was a
at the end of the day,
scenario,
it's
right?
relevant. And you upset because it does not agree with what the fuck we
No,
saying.
I'm
But
asking
it's
you
an
what is the
actual point.
relevancy of you bringing that up, saying to
I
bring her
even brought
on
my
here.
own shit
That's what I'm
up.
talking about.
I even brought
That's what
my
I'm
own
talking
shit
about.
up.
The
This
can
is a
can I?
relevancy of that. That's all
Brave,
I'm asking.
I'm sorry to interrupt you, Brave. Can I say something, please? Because
Speak,
y'all been going back
please.
and forth for a little.
Speak,
Let me.
please.
The where you're getting lost in this in two things that she's saying to you is one, if I give you my opinion or she gives her opinion, I get you want to get more information out of it, but you counter it as in a way where it's like we're
it's
wrong for
not
what
good
we're
enough.
saying. It's not good enough. And in two, and I'm just and it's not the first time you've done it a couple times, and she said it, but I'm gonna go move on. And then the second thing what she's trying to say, and what I was trying to say before I got cut off by y'all, is the reason why that statement is wrong in general is and something that I've noticed as a trend lately is women this, women that, women. And at the end of it, why women need to love men more is exact. She's right. It puts us in a position where if someone reads that, they feel like they have to love a man more. They have to do this. They have to, and it's not right. Men have the same way. If I'm loving the same way I love you, you should love me back, and that's end of story. These women need to do this and women need to do that. That has been a theme for the past couple years because Mr. Little Tate and his little and the one that died keep talking shit about women, and everybody feels as though they can openly say something about women, but as soon as a woman counters back, and that's a theme. As soon as a woman says something that counters back or disagrees, we're crazy, we're wrong, we're emotional,
We're
we're doing this, that, and the
arguing.
third, we're arguing, and it's not art, and it's like we're the same way we're passionate, we hold our passions different, and we show it a different way.
Mm-hmm.
I said he's
Uh-huh.
wrong because somebody hurt his little fucking feelings, and now he's projecting it on women, and that's the theme that's been going on in these podcasts.
Can I bring a
That
point to
statement
something that he said
point.
last week, George?
Yes, you
Can,
go
can,
ahead.
can
Um,
I wait?
a
But I
couple
just
weeks
held my
ago,
hand up and I waited
we
for
was
her to
at.
finish. Can I speak? I wanted to speak on this
Can
and
you
I don't want to lose.
can you just let a
Just
woman finish a statement?
like,
What are
damn.
you talking about? I've been sitting here
So
holding
can I
my
bring
hand up
some
waiting
light
for
to
you to
something that George
finish.
says before he
This
goes
is
off on a tangent?
oh
He
my
said the
God.
problem with the modern day woman
Jesus
is we
Christ.
go against a man's nature
Mm-mm-mm.
because
Don't
they
even
can
say it.
get 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 women pregnant at one
Don't even
time, and
say
we
it.
can only carry sperm from one man at one time. So therefore, it's in their nature to
I mean, technically,
rightfully
that's
so to be allowed to be polygamous and have multiple wives, and we should be okay with it as long as we get along and we have this understanding and we can work it out and everybody's on one page and it's for the betterment of the family and happy wife, happy life, and this will make all the women happy. And if the women had each other to rely on to know that Rodney just left Mo's house and he's on his way to Tarsha's house and all the women are in agreement, then the world would be a better place because all the women are in agreement and everybody knows that that's a man's nature and we should be okay with that. Now, how the fuck do that sound? More bullshit for a woman to have to endure, and let
Mm-hmm.
them tell it. It'll make us
Okay.
happier
All
instead
right.
of being
I
faithful.
mean,
Instead of being faithful, being
And I'm going to
responsible,
speak once you're done.
being open. But that's all. That's everybody's sexual preference is different. Because like my homegirl said, it works for her. It don't work for me. Like we say, everything ain't for everybody. Some of that
mhm.
love a man more shit might work for one bitch, but the next bitch over here, it might not work. Like it might work for Mo, but it don't work for me. And at the end of the day, the women on this panel, they feel like that is a blanket statement and the shit is wrong. It has a lot of holes in it.
Okay. So back to what I was saying and back to the topic.
Oh, it's
The
like you're
whole
reducing
point.
what I'm trying to say, right?
Can I
But
finish,
that's
please?
that's what that's
Can I
given.
talk? Can I
But that's
talk,
what that's
please?
given
Can
though.
I
But
talk,
you see
please,
how
without
you see
being
how the man
interrupted?
reduces what I
Since
have
this
to
is a
say
conversation,
back
can I
to what
please
we were
talk?
saying and
Since
back
this
to
is
the
a
topic.
conversation, I would like to be able to talk because this is a conversation.
It is
It's
though. But
something we're
don't
supposed
negate
to.
what I'm
Okay, so then don't cut me
by
off after I
reducing.
just listened to you and I didn't say anything. So give me the respect. This is what I'm talking about. This is a problem that we're having. When it's time to give respect, we're not getting it. You want respect, I give it to you, and then I don't get it.
You
That
don't
is a
though.
problem that we are having. I just sat here and was quiet. I was just sat here and was a gentleman. We are not going to do this every time that somebody wants to speak. We have to be angry. Why are we showing this much anger when it's just my turn to speak?
She's
It
not
shouldn't
angry.
be
She's
that way.
passionate.
I get the
But you're
passion.
calm.
I'm
You
passionate.
can't. But
I'm
you're sitting here
passionate
calling
too.
her angry, and
Wait,
that's not
stop,
right.
stop. But you can't talk for her. Don't
I'm
talk
not
for her
talking
right
for her,
now.
but you're talking
Okay,
about her, and
but
she's not
let
here
me so
to
but let me
defend herself.
speak.
That's
I
not
didn't
right.
interrupt no one. I didn't
I'm.
interrupt no one. So
I'm not interrupting you, but
we
I'm
should
just
have a
saying, don't talk.
conversation where you should hear what I'm saying before you know exactly what I'm saying if I'm not finished. I'm not attacking her. I'm trying to make a point. I was being attacked by trying to speak after I let her speak. How can I attack her if I'm trying to speak? I can't attack you. I can't. See, you want to come
I'm not
back up. I will
saying you're
allow you to come back
attacking.
up, but you got to let me speak. You
I'm
can't
not.
do this, Brave. It's called the conversation. Brave, I'm not going to
You.
bring you up if you're not going to allow
I
me
don't.
to speak.
I don't think you understand where she's coming from, and that's
Okay,
why she's
but
getting
this is
upset.
my point. You guys keep wanting me to understand where you're coming from. I can't understand you if you don't understand me, right? It's never going to be eye to eye. We're never going to see. I do understand what she was saying. I
No, you
understand it
don't.
quite clear.
No, you don't.
I heard
But it's
what she
okay.
said,
It's fine.
but that does not stop what was being said. just because her opinion is her opinion, that okay. Just like my opinion is my opinion, right? So then we should allow everyone to have their opinion. You cannot
Can
talk over my opinion because you feel like your opinion matters. You
that's not the
saying we
point.
feel this way, but if I feel some way, that doesn't mean that we all feel that way. So you got to at
The
least allow me to speak.
the
That's what
issue
this is about.
is not about just letting people speak. Is the issue is when we do speak, you make it seem like our opinion is not the right opinion or it really doesn't matter. And that's what's getting her upset. And that's what I'm trying to sit here and say.
I
You've
not
done it.
once
You've
said
done
anybody's
let
opinion did not matter. What
it's not
I
what you
do is I
George,
ask a
what I'm trying to
question.
explain, and you're again, what I'm explaining to you is it's not sometimes it's not just the fact I didn't say that. It's not what you say, it's how you say things, it's your tone, it's different. You
See,
might not flat out say, "Oh,
this is
I don't
so
respect in
I'm
what you're
being
saying."
yelled at,
But
but
what
it's my tone of how I'm saying
I'm
something.
not I'm
I
not
don't
saying
get it,
that. I'm
ladies. Y'all
saying
cannot keep using these same things when you doing the exact thing that you're telling me that I'm doing when I'm not. All I do is ask
I
questions.
don't do
I
that. I don't
wait
sit
for
there try
you
to
to
change your
finish, and
opinion.
then I have a follow-up because I ask a certain way
But
of
you
things.
try to change people's opinion, and
I do
that's
not
what's annoying.
change no one's opinion. I'm not here to change your opinion.
You try to put it
I'm
in a
here to give
different
a
light.
different view. So
You
I should be allowed to give my view if I allow you to give your view.
That's not
It's called
okay.
conversation.
Say okay.
If I can
You got
listen
Okay.
it.
to
You
you,
win.
you should be able to listen to me.
You went.
Okay?
You right. You are
It's
perfectly
not
right,
about me.
George.
I'm
You're
not
right.
trying to be right. I'm
Yes,
just
you
trying to
are.
be
You
heard.
are. You're
I'm
trying
not
to be
You
trying to
right,
are.
and
I
You're,
it's
just
but you're
want to
being
be heard.
heard. So
That's
now we
all.
hearing you.
I just want to be heard.
okay.
That's it. Like the
Okay.
gentleman was stating, I was going along with what he was stating. I'm
Exactly.
playing the role of him. So I am giving my opinion on my role of what I
And
thought.
that's the point I
So
just
And that's what
made.
I did.
for me to give my opinion and for you to not give your opinion about what he said, but come after my opinion. I don't want
I
you to
gave
attack.
my opinion after what he said
Okay,
and what he said.
can
And
I
you said
finish?
you're playing the role of him. So your
Can
opinion
I
is his.
finish?
So make it make
Can I
sense.
finish? Can I
Make it
finish?
make sense.
Can I
You
finish? And it
contradicting
will, if
yourself.
you allow me to speak, so we can hear
But you've
what I'm
been
saying.
talking. And every time somebody
Okay,
brings up a
well, just like
relevant
you were
fact, you're like,
talking,
oh,
we
can
let
I
you
speak? Can
talk.
I speak?
That's the whole point of dialoguing. It's
Yeah,
called
so our dialogue, we're
conversation.
following the dialogue. But you want to bring
Okay,
up the
so
oh,
then,
can I speak card when somebody's
like I
shit
was
trumps your
saying,
dialogue. Like,
I
come
gave my
on.
opinion of how I felt of what he said and why he said it.
Likewise. And
Because
my
when
opinion
a
was based
woman
off
loves
that.
you more, it's better in the relationship.
Wrong. And our opinion was it was wrong.
With I've been in relationships where the women love me more, and I've been in a relationship where I love the women more. It worked out better when the women loved me more.
For
That's the
you.
only reason. I had a
When
For
it
longer
you.
benefited
relationship.
you.
And
I
when
had
it
a
benefited
longer
your black ass.
relationship with these women. And this is why I'm saying what I'm saying. I had a longer relationship with these women, and the
Right. I
relationship for
wonder
the
why.
most part was good. So
When the
that's
other
why
person
I
was
would
doing
say
most of
that
the work.
that worked for the
Brave,
gentleman, and I
just let
get
him
what he
prove the
was
point.
saying.
Just let him prove our point. He's proven our point.
Like they don't even understand what they be saying when they be saying it, and they look at us like, oh, we the fucking crazy ones. They don't even understand what they're saying when they say, because I guarantee you, if we open this panel up to random women and ask them that question,
We
it
can
would
do that. That's
like this
never a
shit, and these are the type
problem.
of, and
We
these are
can
the type of
always do
debates
that.
that
You
we
can
actually
always go
need.
and ask. You can
Because
do
these
the
are the type of
research on
debates
your
that we
own.
actually need, where
You
somebody's
can do
actually
that.
being that
Go and
voice.
ask as many
Somebody's
as women
actually
as you
being
feel
that
like
voice. Because all this
asking.
one-sided, fluffy ass,
It ain't
misogynistic
one
fucking
sided. I
talk,
asked
it's
you your
very
opinion.
one-sided.
That's all
And
that
I
is. How
gave
is
it
it
to you.
one
And I
sided?
gave it to you. And you
That's an
reduced it to
opinion.
peanuts. I
What's
gave it
wrong
to
with
you.
that?
I
You've never
gave
been
it
in
to
those
you. I
conversations?
gave it to you. And your Mr. Rogers sweater. I gave it to you.
Uh huh.
I
You
gave
that
it to
upset
you.
that you got jokes now, right?
I always have jokes, nigga.
Okay.
Always. That's one
All
thing
right.
about Brave. I always have jokes.
All
You
right.
that sensitive to where you can't take
I'm
one?
not sensitive. You the one
All
joking
right
on
then.
me. So
So
how am I sensitive,
exactly.
baby?
So joke
I
back.
ain't say
Joke
nothing
back.
about the Pimpin' Le
Laugh.
Pew style look. I
Laugh.
ain't snap on your half
You
look.
can
I didn't
look.
say nothing.
You don't
I
have to,
wasn't gonna go
baby.
there. You
You
want to
don't
go
have to,
there.
because that's
I'm
why it's
not
sticking up like
sensitive.
this.
I could move on to the next
Can we move
topic
on
so
to the
we can
next
have
topic,
You
more to
don't have
please?
talk
to.
about instead of attacking each
Please.
other. That's what
Like,
I
it's
could
not
do.
an
Please.
I
attack.
could
You
move
felt the need to
on
go back.
because I don't need to attack you because that's
I'm
what you
not
want to do.
attacking you.
So
I'm
then
not
why don't we
attacking you. I was
stay
making a joke.
accordingly to what we're trying to do?
If you
Let's
feel
sip on
attacked,
the
my
topics.
brother,
Let's do
then
that.
oh
Huh?
well.
Let's do that. Let's stick to the topics. Let's move on. Let's talk
Sensitivity
about
in
the
men.
opinions of the video instead of feeling so harsh.
I don't feel harsh,
So
baby.
then what's the
I
problem?
don't feel harsh. The
So
problem
then
is
what's
that
the
you are
problem then?
misogynist
What
and you
how?
only care about
How?
the views of
Please
men.
explain to me
You
how.
are a
I'll
misogynist.
let you
You
ladies
only
come
care
on here
about
and
the views
speak
of
all the
men.
time.
You only care about the views of men. Like even scrolling down your
Okay.
even scrolling down your
And I'm here with
Instagram
two
page.
women, but I only care about
Even
the views of men.
I'm sorry.
I'm here with two women, and I want you guys' opinion, but I only want the views of men.
No,
You
you
guys are
don't want
on
our
the
opinion
panel.
because you
You
keep
guys are
asking for
on
our
the
opinion
panel and
after we
on the
gave
show
it.
because of
Did
me,
we
because
not
I
give our
wanted to
opinion,
make
Mo?
sure to have the opinion
Mo, we
of
gave
women.
our opinion, right?
So
We gave
I'm
our opinion
confused.
several times, but you keep asking for it like you expect it to change.
No, I don't. I
All
never
right,
did.
so
When I
so
ask
say
you a question once, I don't ask it twice.
okay. So what was our opinion then? What was our stance?
You guys feel that the question is not a question. You guys don't think that it's irrelevant. That's what
Is
you
that
guys'
what we
answer
said?
was.
That's
Is that what
not.
we said? That's not what we said.
That's
So now
not
you're
fully what
proving
I
our
said.
point.
Oh my gosh, you guys said the question made no sense because you said both people should love each other equally. So you guys said that there's a hole in the
Why?
question, right?
Why should they love
Why?
each other equally? I mean, you paying it. I'm
Because
just asking a
you
question.
you guys feel that we are equal, right? Isn't that what you said? You think men and women are equal, right?
That's not what I said. Neither one of us said that.
Oh Lord.
Those words literally came out of nobody's mouth.
Yo, I
George.
fucking love
No,
this
I'm
show.
literally I'm
I love
listening
this
to you.
show.
I'm going. I'm trying to, but that's not what neither one of us
So
said though.
then what was it then? Since I'm wrong, what was it?
Wow. Wow.
What what I said was the fact that it's a power imbalance. That's what I said.
Agreed.
If someone loves you more, you're gonna take advantage, which was the point that you kind of just made, saying when someone loves you more, you want it to be because it benefited you. That's what I just and that was the point that was made on my end. I at this rate, I just would like to move on to the next topic.
And
It's a
you know
power
why I said it
imbalance.
benefited me more?
Why did it benefit you more, George?
Because of when I gave the women the attention, when I loved more, when I did exactly what I would do with the women who loved me more, it wasn't enough.
So do you feel like the woman that loved you more felt the same way?
No, because I would ask them, and like I said, we had longer
I want to have a conversation with this
relationships.
Yo, can you
lady.
call one of these women?
Yes, I want to have a
Like, can you
conversation real
call
quick.
one of these women? Because I don't believe that. I don't believe that.
I really don't believe
Because
that
you
either.
see
I'm
how
sorry.
emotional we get or just on trying to prove our points? Imagine if we're laying down beside you, having soul ties to you, loving you, wanting to have your children, wanting to spend the rest of our lives with you, wiping your ass and cooking your food and sucking your dick. Like, so you can't tell me that she just walked away from that feeling fulfilled. Closure. It's bullshit. Call her up.
May I ask a question? Who broke up with whom?
Me.
You broke up with her.
Did she
Yep.
want to leave you?
Nope.
Just in that case in point right there, George. Come on. How you
Come,
sound, my
come,
nigga?
come
Huh?
on, what?
Come on. She didn't even want to leave you. She didn't even want, but she's loving you and loving you and loving you now.
But
She
that
got the
tells
pic.
you that tells you exactly what I mean. That it's
No, it
better
doesn't.
if the woman loves you because you know that you'll be getting what you want because you're still going to love that woman. I still love those women.
You-
I still
Wait,
gave
wait,
I
them
wait,
don't.
my
wait,
I don't
wait,
think
all.
wait,
you
wait,
hear
wait,
what
wait,
you're
wait,
saying
wait.
out loud.
You like who's
I
getting
really
what they
don't,
want? You're getting what you want. Like, what about what she wants?
because she didn't want to break up,
She
so
didn't want
I'm
to break
not.
up.
So
But
she
and she
didn't get
was
what she
loving you
wanted.
more, right? And she was loving you more, giving you everything that you required.
Mm-hmm.
So she didn't
Why
get what
did
she
you
wanted.
leave? Because it wasn't enough, right?
No, it was enough
So why did you
So
leave?
why did you leave?
because you don't want to break someone's heart. You don't want to do them dirty.
Why would you
So
break her
Well,
instead
heart
why
of
would
if she's
staying
if
with,
giving
she's
you everything you need?
okay. Let me finish the
no, yeah,
sentence.
no, we both got the same
Let me
question.
finish though. Okay, I can only answer one question.
It's the same question. Why did you
And
leave if
we're
she was
waiting.
giving you everything you
So,
wanted?
like I said, I left because I did not want to cheat on her.
So it was not enough. Just say it. Why would you cheat on her if she's loving you,
Okay,
giving
so
you everything?
I need you to understand this. I am a man who likes multiple women.
So
If
it's
you're not going to let me finish, if you're not going to be okay with me liking multiple women or being with multiple women, then that means it's going to be over.
So it wasn't enough.
so it's not
It
enough.
no, it was enough, but you have to be okay
It
with what I
but
do.
that's
That
because
is
that's
enough.
because it wasn't
Oh,
enough.
there you go.
She didn't want to stick out.
Misogyny.
You have to allow me to be what I want to be, right? I am the man, right?
What the
So can
fuck
I
do
ask
that
a,
mean? You
so
not
can
her
I ask you
husband?
a question?
Go ahead,
Can I
I'm
ask a
listening.
question?
Go ahead.
So if say she was okay with you doing whatever you were doing, right? And
Hmm.
she wanted to go and do those same things, how would you feel about that?
He wouldn't allow it.
She
He's
already
already
know
said it.
not to even come to me with that.
See?
So
Misogyny.
can I ask a question? So why is it
Go
okay
ahead.
for you to go and be with multiple women and be in a relationship with her, but it's not okay for her to do the same thing?
Wait for it.
She can do the same thing, just not with me.
But no, that's again, that was the question. Why can a woman?
Because
Why is it
not with
okay
me.
for
She
you?
could do that, just
But
not with
why?
me.
Because
You're
he don't
saying
want
not with
that.
me,
He
but you're
wants it
not
his
giving me a
way.
why. Why are you allowed to do something? Why are you allowed to be with
Okay,
multiple people,
so
but the women you're with are not
so
allowed to be with
okay.
anybody but you? That is my
And it
actual
goes to the
question.
dynamic and what she said, like we was talking about before. I can get multiple women pregnant. She
See?
can't be
Bullshit.
pregnant by multiple men, right?
So because she can't
So
get pregnant by multiple
wait,
men,
so if we're sleeping, if she's with me, right? Say if she gets pregnant, who baby is it?
whoever she fucking.
Exactly. As long as
That's
I'm
the
not
test.
fucking,
That's
I
the
ain't got to
easy
worry
answer,
That's
about
a
that.
but that's
DNA
the easy
As
test.
test.
long as
That's
I'm
not
not there, that doesn't mean I don't have to deal with that situation. I don't have to deal with knowing if that's my kid or not.
Yo, you do you hear yourself?
Yes, I do.
okay. As long as you hear yourself.
Yes, I do.
Okay. Because I just want you to I just want you to know and understand, like, and you might not, I know for a fact you don't feel this way, but that mindset is actually very misogynistic.
I just said that.
And I know you don't feel that way, but
And I'm
the
not
reason
calling you one
why
personally,
women
but your viewpoints and what
or
you've displayed.
and I'm not gonna lie, and I don't want you to feel like, and I know it
So,
does I know
so
it feels like we ganging up on you,
no, but
but I need you
I
to
didn't say that. But let
understand,
me just say
as
something
a
before you finish.
man, this is your, like, the thought process that you have,
Uh
and
huh.
the things that you say,
Uh
and
huh.
how you move and how you talk to us, because you've had conversations before where you've asked me questions and I've
Mm-hmm.
answered them, and then later on you go back around seeing if you ask me the same questions to see if I'm gonna switch up or have an argument with you about something I already told you that was gonna happen, that was okay or whatever. So you move in a way where you're waiting for a woman to fuck up or slip up or say something wrong, or for it to be always in your favor, and that's how it comes off. That might not be your your goal,
Intention.
might not be your intentions, but we're explaining to you that's how you come off to women, and it's not the first time. So, like, it's I've said it, Brave
Mm-hmm.
is feeling it. I'm not
Mm-hmm.
gonna lie. I took a step back for a little bit, not only because I wasn't feeling well, but because you stressed me the fuck out because of the misogyny. It's like
Mm-hmm.
you don't want to. It's like you hear it's your you. This is right, and that's and this is way, and I'm trying to see if I could, like, I want to hear these other people's opinions, but I'm not listening. It's like you want to hear it, but you're not actually listening to it, and that's what it feels. And again, that might not be your intention. That might not be something you mean to do, but that's how it comes off. It comes off as, I'm giving George my opinion, but he's still asking me for it. So what more do you want from me? And it's like,
It's
and when
almost
I
as though
say
you hear it,
something
but you
you
don't
don't
respect
like,
it.
you sit there and play the, I'm not listening. And it's like, I heard what you said, but you didn't let me like, sometimes you don't let us finish our point of view. And it's like, you expect me, when you say something, to listen to your point of view. I'm not gonna do that. I'm passionate about how I feel. And as soon as we feel passionate, we're arguing with you. We feel some type of way. You're antagonizing it, and you do that. And I've seen, and I've asked you about it, and you've done it. You said you do it.
You look crazy.
You antagonize us sometimes to get certain reactions out of us, which
But
is why
but
sometimes
it makes
I
but
just shut my
it
mouth.
makes for it makes for good
It does make for
production.
good
But at the
So
end of the day, you have to be able to stand on what the fuck you say and make it make sense. Just like we were telling you about fact checking. It's like, well, I need to check the facts. You check the facts. But if I'm bringing you some food and I'm like, you like, yo, what's in this? Well, shit, Google it. Well, how you expect me to digest this shit if I don't know what's in it? I just supposed to take it. I'll take the chance. But then what if it's wrong? What if it fucks me up? You hearing us? Or did you shut down?
I'm listening very well. I'm waiting for me to be able to speak. You want me to speak now or what?
you
Oh, I
go,
just want to know if you was internalizing it or you just waiting to speak.
and it seems like you just waiting to speak. But
I'm
go ahead.
internalizing because I did not
And
talk over you so I can hear
just
everything
because you
you're
didn't say
saying
nothing
to me.
doesn't mean you listening to us. I just
It's
want people to
okay
know.
though. Let him speak.
I
Let
just
him
want people
speak
to
though. I
understand
want to hear
that
what he says.
just because somebody's sitting there quiet
So
does not
so
mean they're
so let
listening
me
to you. There's
interrupt. So you
sometimes they're
think
just
that I'm
waiting
not
to
listening. Let me
speak their piece.
interrupt.
So let
I
him
Let
go.
know.
me be ignorant
I just
because
want
that's
everybody to
what you
know that.
want me to do.
Who's
I
being
can't sit
ignorant?
here and listen to you and absorb it all.
Somebody's
I
feelings are
can't
hurt.
interrupt you. I don't know what you want me to do. You want me to be quiet and hear everything, or you want me to be disruptive? Which one do you want? Because I could be either one.
It
Now
should
I'm
be
trying to be
50-50.
respectful what you
Be
asked me to
realistic. Be
be, and I'm
50-50.
showing it the respect, and I'm showing you the love. But it seems like that's not enough.
It's
It
not
seems like
enough.
that's
Look
just
at that. You're loving
not
us
enough for
more. It's
you
not enough.
ladies. You see what I mean? And this is what we be
You
talking
see what
about.
me mean?
See?
You
And
loving
you
us
called me
isn't making.
misogynistic, but you proving my point.
I
But
didn't
it's
What
call
point
you
are
okay.
you trying to
misogynistic. I
make,
said
bruh?
things you do are misogynistic. There's a difference.
Look, and you just proved that point. You was waiting for somebody to fuck up so you could be like, see,
No,
I
I
said
did
no,
that
I
on
got my
purpose.
rights.
I did that on
It's
purpose.
me.
I
Save
did
me.
that
Now
on
you doing it
purpose.
on purpose.
You
But
wanted the
yo, let
entertainment,
me
so I
tell you
gave you the
something.
showtime. You wanted the entertainment.
I
I
can
gave
literally
you
Yo,
see
this
showtime.
intervention of George. That's what it should say at the
You
bottom.
want me to
I
have a
can literally see
conversation? You
how
want me
you
to
would have
talk
a
now?
woman ready
Now
to
we
jump
gonna
in
have
front
a
of the train.
conversation. We gonna let me speak.
If
I can
letting you
really
speak
see.
is coming, go ahead. Go just break. Let him talk. He wants to talk so bad. Let
Yo,
him
this
talk.
is crazy.
Your skin looks really good, Mo.
Let him talk. He want to talk
Yo,
so bad. Go ahead. Go
listen.
ahead, baby. You
So
got the
this is
floor.
what we gonna do.
He had to power up.
We gonna finish this conversation and move on to the next one.
I,
I'm gonna
I'm
leave you with
listening.
this note. When it comes to love, we all want love. We all want to receive it. We all want to give it. The issue is we have to understand who we loving. Because once you understand who you're loving, then you know not to give them any love that they do not need.
Now that I could put 10 of them toes on.
And that was the point of all of this, really. Okay?
Your
That was the
skin is
real
skinny,
point of
girl.
it. No matter if you think who I am or how I act,
We still love you.
I play devil advocate for a reason.
You
We
play
have
devil
to
advocate.
have that. And
Why
I'm
you
going
gotta
to
play it
give
in real
my
life though?
honest opinion of how I feel.
But why
And
you gotta
those
play it in
are
real life
my
though?
honest opinions of how I feel.
He's not playing it.
I
No.
know. I
He's
know.
not playing it.
I
He's
know.
actual Keanu
That
and
is
Al
that is
Pacino and
that is
one man and
George. You
one
know what?
sweater.
You are who you are, and
And we are
embrace.
who we are.
And we are who we are.
Because I'm angry brave and you're
And
melodramatic Mo
apparently,
and misogynistic George. Maybe we should create a new cartoon called The Dramas. The Dramas.
You guys are
Look,
something else, I tell you.
it wouldn't.
Whoa.
You guys are something else, I tell you.
Just remember, you found me, bro. I was minding my business.
Mm-hmm. You're
I
right.
Just
You
wasn't.
remember that.
was.
I found George.
Remember, I didn't. He really I really was minding my business, and George came up to me and was like, "Hey, I'll pay for you to get a lap dance." Sure, why not?
I walked up to George while he was buying his weed all in his face like this, like, "Hey, sir, heard you do a podcast."
So you get, and like I tell my children, you get what you get, and you don't get upset.
No, I could never get upset. I could never get
You
upset.
could though.
No, I don't. See,
You was
I
sweating
don't
a
think
little bit up
I don't
underneath.
think you
Up,
understand.
okay.
It
I
could be
do
just a sweater.
this just for these moments. Um, this is to me, this is what it's supposed to be about. It's supposed to be a heated debate, it's supposed to be a heated argument, it's supposed to be passion and love all in one. It's supposed to be all that, especially when you're trying to get your point across. But the one thing it should always be is respectful and let people speak. That's the one thing it should always be. Because we want to hear what everyone has to say.
George, I think you need to turn your light purple.
So I think you need to stay where you at and
You don't
let
want
me
to be.
stay
You
where
don't want to
I'm
be in
at.
purple solidarity
Okay.
with us.
You don't want to be in
So I
solidarity with
It's
think
us?
about
y'all
to be.
need to
Wait,
understand
you're
that,
gonna
all
have to
right?
change your purple next month.
No, see, I
You
can't be
don't. So
on
you don't
y'all
care
type
about
of
me and my
time.
lupus.
See, I'm the only man here, so I can't be
This
on
is
your
the
type of
color
time.
purple effect. Why does it have to stem down to
The
men
color
and
purple
women?
effect ain't even start yet.
But
See,
it
that's the
has though,
It
crazy part.
happened.
apparently. You
You turned
affected.
it into that. It was supposed to be about love.
Who said
That's
it was about love? It was
that
definitely
wasn't
not
about
about
love.
love.
That
That
was
was the
about who
whole
should do what.
basics of what the man was talking about.
No, he was saying what who should do what and how.
No, see, you threw it all the way off, and I
No.
knew that's where y'all was going to see it from in that standpoint, because
Sweetheart, it
you
says
missed what it
why
was
women
about.
need to like men more.
It was about why
And
you need to
that
love your
title's
man more.
even rough. That
That's
It's
what it
title's
was
kind of
crazy.
about.
funky.
That title's
He didn't even
crazy.
get to speak,
That title's
and that's
funky
why
as
I said
shit.
what I had to say, because I knew what he was going to say. You know what I'm saying? And
Let's
it
move
was
on to the
for a
next
reason. It
one.
has something to do with the dynamics of the relationship.
Girl, now look at the next one. She
She
left a
left a
good
good man
man.
at 23. Now she went back to 36.
Hallelujah.
And that's but George, do you understand where I'm coming from as far as like these titles is the issue that I'm having. Is women that's the thing about do women and on the internet right now are women talking shit about men? Yes. But
So
men have been doing it a little bit longer and a lot for
that's
than
a
women and we're
lie.
coming back.
Men just now been able to get the platform ever since Kevin Samuels came aboard. That was the only
You
before
had
that,
Andrew Tate
before
as
Kevin
well.
Samuels, there were no men on the scene talking
And
like
God
this.
don't like ugly
There
because what
was
happened to Kevin?
none. You know what happened to Kevin? The
He had a
man
heart
went through
attack.
life.
He
No, let's
croaked.
not do that. We're not going to talk bad on nobody who
I'm
passed away. That
I
ain't cool. I don't do that.
You don't have
I
to
don't
do
know
it, but
why
I
you trying
can,
to
and
do
I'm gonna sit
that,
here and tell
because
you
that's not what happened.
You
that
getting
That's
man,
not cool
upset?
to
That
me.
nigga did
karma,
die.
Come on
karma.
now.
He had a
Y'all
heart
got to
attack.
stop that. Y'all got to stop doing
He
that.
was sleeping with his little hoes, and he had a
That
heart attack.
that
And
wasn't the
what they
case.
say in the color
That's
purple,
what
how he
happened.
died on top of me.
That's literally what happened. I'm not making it up. I'm not making fun of him. That is literally what happened. He was
So
having
He
why
said
sex.
he
He
you
had a
killed
saying
his
heart
one of
wife.
attack.
his hoes?
She was.
Was
Was it
she
his
It was
really?
wife?
one of his many hoes.
It was one of his lady friends.
Tomato, tomato. If you, I
No,
mean,
because
a
see
hoe is
now,
a
if
hoe
it's
is
a
a hoe.
person who
Did you?
talks like that, then I could give you that. But this is not a person who talks like that. He don't treat women in that way. He don't
Are you
treat his.
did
So
you
come on.
did you
Serious?
did you see anything he said?
I
Because
watch. I
I seen
watch
that man call
every
women
last
old.
clip.
I seen him
I
call women
watch
ugly.
every last clip.
I see him say a lot of things about women. You're gonna sit here and tell me that man didn't talk about people? God, God, God. That is
See,
wrong.
that's where you're not going. You got to understand. The man talked about the people who was attacking him.
No, he
He
did
never
not.
took.
Women would go on live with him, and he would talk shit about these women, bro. Are you serious?
Hold up,
A
hold up,
woman
hold
went
up,
up there and he said,
hold up,
"You are
hold up,
because you're over
hold
a
up.
certain
Do
age with
your
no
research.
kids,
Do
you're
do your
damaged
research.
goods."
He
Are you
talked about the
serious?
He
women that
did
he
Are
was
call
you
women
talking
over
serious?
about
35 that had no
after
husband
they
damaged
did
goods.
If you are
after
over
they
35
attacked.
with no husband and no kids, you are damaged goods. This is what this man is telling women. You are no good because you didn't do these certain things in your life because she didn't want to. Maybe
How do
she
you
didn't
feel
have the
about that,
So what's
opportunity
George?
wrong?
to.
So what's wrong
But
telling
she's
somebody that? So
she's
what's
no
wrong?
longer
Men
acceptable to
have
be
been told
dated.
that every day of their life. So what's wrong with telling a woman that?
Men been
We
told that
tell
every
men
Men,
day.
that every
Yeah.
day. Women told
who
men that they were
hurt you, bro?
scrubs from the beginning. We have a whole
Nah, for
song
real,
called
George, who hurt you?
Scrubs.
I'm
I
gonna beat
don't
her.
want to
Me
date no
and Braven gonna beat her
scrubs.
up for you.
Y'all, I
Think
needed this
about that.
so
Give
much,
me a name.
y'all.
I need a name. I need a
Think
name.
about that.
I will hunt her down. I will find
I
her
don't know what
address
you're
and I will
talking
whoop
about.
her
You don't
ass
need to hunt nobody
because
down for me.
Somebody
Why
hurt your
does anybody
feelings.
have to hurt me? I didn't ask you about who hurt
Because
you.
men
I never asked
who
you
act
who
and
hurt
think that
you.
way.
I never asked who hurt
I
you.
can tell you who hurt me. It's a
I
list.
never asked you who hurt you because it's not about that. It's
It
about
is.
you should be trying to heal
It is.
yourself, not
It
worrying
is.
about what
The way
happened
these,
to
the
you.
reason why
You
these,
should be
the
about
reason why
healing
these men are
yourself
feeling
for the next
a lot.
person.
Do you know that the term incel is the term incel is involuntary celibate? It's coming from men who feel as though they deserve all of these things from women that they really don't. And that's where we're at right now. That's the
No,
world we're living in.
first of all,
Yes,
it's about the men
yes.
who do deserve it. We're not talking about the men who don't. So that's where you're wrong at. We are not talking about them incel
You
motherfuckers who
don't
don't do
deserve
anything with them
anything.
lives,
You
who do
you
not get
you
up
are
and
allowed
go
to
put
have it.
themselves
You
out
can
there,
want it.
who do
You
not
don't
go achieve their
deserve
goals,
anything.
who do not go and strive for their achievement. We're not talking
So
about
you
the
so
men.
you feel
We're
as
not
though
talking about the men who sit on the sideline and wait for things to happen. We talk about men who go out there and strive and who go make their lives better,
and they deserve
who
things
out there
because they
looking to
strive
make
for
other
it.
people's
No,
lives
you work
better.
for it, baby. You don't
What?
just
That's what I'm
deserve it.
talking about. I'm talking about the men who work for it. What are you talking about? I'm not talking about them incel niggas. That's not who I talk about. So I don't know what you mean.
But when you say certain things, that's who's listening to you
No,
and
just
going on.
because
Let
those
me
men
fi-
and I are talking about the same thing doesn't mean we have the same agenda.
So why y'all
Sweetheart,
talking
Those
the
are
about it
men
then?
who
title, the
don't,
title
they
that
don't
you
go outside. They don't be
listen.
outside. They don't
Yes,
meet people.
sweetheart, these incel men are, it could be your neighbor, it could be your buddy, it could be your
I,
friend. Just because they act and talk to you a certain way, that's one thing about men that I like. You sit there and say your circle is tight, which I'm happy for you. But
oh
men out
man.
here, you don't know who your real friend is. People sit there like, I didn't think he could do that. I didn't know he could be that person. Cause you don't know what your
That's
friends show you
because you
one thing
don't
and they
know
could
who
be
you
doing
bring in
something.
your house. I know who I bring in my house. I don't deal with none of that.
You
Remember what we told you before? Remember you kept saying that before, and me and Rasheen, we kept telling you, me and Ice, we kept telling you we don't deal with them type people because we don't allow them inside our circle. That's it. We're
And
sticking to who we
you didn't
deal with.
just hear me. And I said, your friends, your circle, that's you. I'm not sitting here saying it's not you. I said that just now. You
I
and your
got you.
circle
I got you.
are
I got
cool.
you.
That's fine. What
I
I'm
got
saying
you.
to you is other people who are listening to certain things that you were saying and these other podcasters and reading titles like that is not good. The same way women, I'll say the same thing for the woman. Like, oh,
Oh, oh,
if he take you to these restaurants, he's not a good person. It's it's the same thing. You guys
Yeah.
sound crazy and fucking stupid. That's what I'm
so
trying to sit here and say. So,
so
and again, when
It
you
goes for
write
the women
titles like
too.
this, why women should need to, it makes men feel more validated saying, yeah, she should do this. Yeah, she should. And it makes, and again, that might not be, again, that's something that you might not be perpetuating, but that's how it comes off. These titles at the bottom that I'm reading right now look
mm-hmm.
crazy. Look
Especially that one about that
crazy.
bitch leaving that nigga at 28 thinking she could spin the block at 35. Ho, you is deluded.
At 23, actually.
No, that's crazy. No, that one's crazy.
Like, even that
And
one.
again,
This is
but
why I
nobody,
put
but
up.
you don't sit here
This
and
is
talk
why
about,
I put no. But see, this is the thing. I'm trying to have a different conversation when I put up these things. I don't want to
but it's
just
not
have the
coming off that
conversation
way.
of what we put up. I want to have the full spectrum of the conversation,
But
which
it's not
has to
coming
do with
off that
both
way.
sides, men and women. The only way we're going to be able to hear that both sides is if we can hear a woman say what she has to say, and we can hear a man. We do not have to agree at fucking all, but we do need to hear each other's fucking opinion. Point blank and period. You are
Period.
right. Some of these things are triggering, and that's why I put them up there. It's to trigger you sometimes. You know why? Because sometimes you trigger me. And guess what?
I always
It's
trigger
all
you.
fun
It's
and
fun.
games. We're still
Trigger.
cool. We're still friendly. I don't hate you, but please allow me to finish my point because I might say something that you might be shocked to hear. You
No,
don't know what my
You say a
ending
lot
can
of
be.
shocking things.
You never know. I
and
might say something. So you gotta sometimes allow people to speak. It is called freedom of speech. That's what we're showing on this podcast. We want to be able to talk about shit, get it over with. Move on to the next one because
This
it's
has
just
been
a
very
conversation.
entertaining. I want to just tell y'all, I needed this laugh. I needed these laughs.
Just a
Y'all
conversation.
have genuinely like y'all. I was feeling so dead inside, but just that fire, y'all woke me up. Thank y'all. I
Can
needed that.
You're welcome.
I needed that.
next thing next one, bro. Next one. I'm just because we gotta talk about one more thing before we leave because I need to go to bed.
Well, it
We
seemed
gotta
like
talk
you.
about at least one more thing because I got maybe this and then I got one more thing. I don't know if y'all
So
saw what
then
I
go
sent
ahead.
y'all
We'll
earlier.
talk about your thing. Go ahead. Let's see what you got to say.
Nah, I don't know if y'all saw it, but I sent
We'll leave that to the side.
a video. This father in from South Jersey was arrested after
Oh, you talking about it
he
going into the school?
he went into the school. So some boys were messing with his daughter and sending her pictures, airdropping her stuff. And I again they didn't give a lot of detail, but what it seems like this was happening for a while. And
Right.
he went in and he went into the school, confronted, he went
Impressed
to go
them.
pick her up, and he pressed the kids about like, if you gotta square up. He didn't touch nobody. He just
Actually,
basically
he
said if you
did.
keep messing. No, he
He
didn't.
actually.
He
All right.
didn't.
Go ahead.
He got in the kid's face and said, if you keep like if you wanna act like you grown,
No, he
But
touched another kid. But go ahead.
he threatened the child. He said he's gonna whoop the kid's ass if he keep fucking with his daughter. But he didn't touch anybody, and he got arrested. Now it's funny because other dads are agreeing with him. Like, I get it. Is he wrong, or or
So it's crazy that you're saying this because I'm literally going through this right now. There is a young girl at my daughter's school, and this has been going on for about a month. And I generally don't get into teenage girl shit, but my daughter came home last Friday and was like, this girl and her mother like chased her to the train station. So now I'm like, now this is a grown woman. Now I'm gonna get involved. So now all her friends and her, they're sending me all these Instagram posts, these messages, all these things. You're threatening my baby. And it's like a barrage of shit. You threatening my daughter, you're threatening me, we're gonna beat your mom up, we're gonna spin up, like all of this shit. So I go up to the school and I'm one of those parents, like, listen, um, y'all gonna have to put a stop to this because when she's here in your custody, you're responsible for her. Anything happens to my daughter, and the fact that I'm just now finding out about this and it's been happening for a month, I'm gonna tear this fucking school up. And I will fight a child because you around here, you harassing my daughter, and you like, and the fact that she's upset with my daughter because my daughter doesn't want to be in a homosexual relationship with her and would not sleep with her, and just, they were talking for a little bit and she was like, I'm not feeling you. I'm just cut it off. The girl's upset. So now I'm faced with the fact of, okay, what I would suggest what I'm doing is I'm going to go get a restraining order and go make her a police report. And if this shit persists, I'm going to be like that father in Jersey. I'm going to snatch this little bitch up because you're coming to school every day with bottles of milk. Like you putting this on Instagram, Snapple bottles of milk to try to throw at my daughter. You harassing her friends. You following her places. So you obviously don't have any home training or don't know how to stop. So I need to come in there and put some on your ass. And that's exactly what I'm gonna do. After I follow the proper channels, it's gonna get wicked. So I agree with him. I'm sorry. Because everybody don't play about their kids. I'm sorry. He's better than me because I'm gonna lay hands. Endangering the welfare of a child. It's a misdemeanor depending on how bad you fuck them up.
George, 'cause
So
please don't get yourself
I don't
incriminated.
like the way he.
That's
I
how
don't.
true I am. It's gonna happen. Incriminate me.
All right. Okay. I don't like the way he did it. He has every right to take up for his child because she was a female being bullied. But going into the school was a no-no. Because the
Mhm.
moment you entered that school, you were supposed to take your daughter out. Now, whatever happened on the outside of the school, that's on you. But on the inside of that school, that's a no-no. There's cameras everywhere. That was stupid. So that's
Dude, no, finish. I thought you were done. Sorry.
yeah. You can go ahead.
No, are you done? No, I wasn't. I really wasn't trying to cut you off. Are you done?
No, no, I got you. I got you. Go ahead. Yeah, that was pretty
Oh,
much it.
no.
Just that he has the right to press, but not the way he did it. That's all.
I agree with you. I mean, and well, two things. One thing that kind of disturbed me in the whole sense was the fact that a father was able to walk into a school.
Well, remember he was taking her out, so that's
No,
why
no,
he
no,
was
no,
able to
no.
get in.
Again,
That's
again.
how he was able to get in
No,
because he
no,
was
no,
signing,
no.
literally
They'll let
signing
you
We're
her
walk
out.
in. You can walk
George.
in.
Here's my thing. No, here's the thing. Because most schools, depending on the school, you can't. You could probably get into the office. You cannot get into the physical
Classroom.
of a
Well, I'm
school. You know what
pretty
I'm
sure
saying?
he did that
You
on his own. He
you
just
get what I'm
walked. Yeah,
you get
no,
what I'm
you're right.
saying? So
Yeah.
again, but
But they
here's
have
the
to give you
thing.
name tags and you have to show ID.
Let me the a security guard at some point when you walk in, even if you eat, the security guard is always by the office. There's always somebody by the office that's a
True.
security guard. Therefore, how did this man walk? And then again, the teacher was in the classroom. The teacher didn't say anything to the man
Apparently the child is a menace.
until exactly. So that was the thing. The teacher didn't say anything to the man until the man thought that the teacher thought that the man was going to hurt the child. That was the only reason he even walked over there to begin with, right? So that was my first initial like clearly this child is a menace. And two, how did security just not have like again cuz again even there's a security guard, there's somebody walking around in school at schools all the time, especially schools are on high alert all the time, so you're not going to just have somebody leisurely walking. I'm assuming everybody was cool with it
And
until he got
sometimes the
into the
ex
kid
leaders
until the
like
kid
that.
said something smart and he got into the kid's face. You know what I'm saying? That's so you're right, he should have handled it outside the school. But my issue is why wasn't it dealt with before it had to get that far?
That's the
That's my
problem.
issue.
That
These schools are
They do
not.
not take it. They don't do their due diligence to make sure. This little girl actually said, I'm your new bully. You're going to have to get a safety transfer. I'm never going to stop every day. And the school has actively been trying to call her mother. Her mother is not showing up. I said, well, do a welfare check. Like, I have. I have done my due diligence on this person. Like they even got in contact with her yesterday. She was like, I'll be up at the school at 2 o'clock. She never showed up. So it's like, how much is a parent supposed to do, or how lenient before they actually step in? Now, if I go file this report, like I said, I went and made my presence known to the deans and the principal and let them know this is my stance on this. The same way I'm talking to y'all is how I talk to them, cameras and all, because I shouldn't have to come up here. Like they tried mediation, the little girl, oh, tried to. My daughter's like, she fake tried to jump over the table on mediation. My daughter's just looking at her like, what's wrong with you? Like, what's wrong with you?
And again, so at that point,
Like, should
so
she be harassed every day
so
going
at
to
that
school?
at that point, why is this child not being suspended? Why is this child not being
So,
expelled?
so now they've got it to where she can't come back into the school unless her mother comes with her. But where she lives is right by the school. You can see her buildings from the school. So she knows what time they get out. You post it outside. You're not in the school. You're near school property. You following my daughter to the train station. Now, if I happen to be at the train station waiting on my kid to get out of school and you with all this extra, what we doing? What are we doing? Because clearly your mom's not doing anything to. I wouldn't even allow my daughter to act like that. Yo, relax. She's supposed to be in school getting an education. Calm down.
And that's where again where I always say parent is you have parents who are parents and you have parents who just have kids to have kids, because clearly your kid is a menace. The school's been reaching out to you multiple times and you're not taking any initiative. So if your child ends up hurt or in jail, you're gonna be sitting there like, why my baby, why me?
Exactly.
And it could have been prevented. And I
And it's like at like, and we okay. First of all, here and I go to thinking deeper about things. It's like you got bigger issues, bigger fish to fry. Okay, we're all. I don't even know how to say it. With with the LGBT community or whatever, whatever. But at the end of the day, this little girl is 15. Like at that age, some of them know who they are, what their lifestyle is, and some of them don't. Some of them travel in and out through, their sexuality or how they feel. So you need to be addressing that and be trying to like get into your child's psyche instead of outside fighting with her with teenage girls or chasing teenage girls to the motherfucking train station or avoiding the authorities when they call about a situation with your daughter. You're not doing anything but compounding the issues. So when your child does end up fucked up, because with dealing with my child, you're gonna end up hurt. Like, I don't want to hear nothing. And I'm going to take those charges and I'm going to explain to the judge, like, I went through all the channels, but what am I supposed to do? You talking about put like pushing people in front of trains and doing all type of shit. Like, I'm not playing with that. This is 2024. We've seen this world is in a fucked up state. We've seen kids snap out and do all type of shit. And before I let you hurt mine, we're gonna have to make an executive decision and I choose yours. Because you're not choosing yours enough to stand up and get involved. You see what I'm saying? So I'm gonna treat you like something just traveling through time. Like I'm gonna treat you like God because nobody's caring enough. You feel what I'm trying to say? Nobody's caring enough to be there for you or to stop you on your bullshit. So I'm gonna treat you like bullshit.
What
Why
you
you
say?
laughing,
Traveling
George?
through time? Fuck is you
Traveling through
talking
space and
about?
time. Do you ever feel
What is
like a
you talking
plastic
Oh
bag?
my God.
Like
I can't hear it.
and she's just traveling through time because I'm gonna fuck her up. Like I promise you.
No,
Traveling through
nah, I
time.
feel you. And then the second thing well, you posted, I seen it too, about the girl who was proposed to, and homeboy. All right, so if for those of y'all who didn't see the
Wait,
video,
wait, please, ladies. I was very quiet. Can I please start that one off, please?
oh, go
I need
ahead,
to talk
go
about.
ahead, go ahead.
So the gentleman, after 10 years, saved up enough money.
Oh my
Oh
God,
my
He
God.
put
no,
his
don't
money
drag it,
together.
don't drag it, don't drag it.
He took his coins. He didn't have to take his hard working money, but he did. After 10 long years, knowing that he wanted to be with this woman, he said, "You know what? I'm gonna
Wow,
give her something
after
nice."
knowing
Did you see that ring? I did.
The one out of the box that he was holding from the
I
passenger side with
did.
his phone in
Looked
one
like it
hand
cost
while
recording.
about
she was
25 to
driving.
30,000. Looked like it cost a little piece of penny. But
That shit
hey,
could have came off Amazon.
but
I
hey,
could have, I could say and tell you, you really can't tell diamonds from a video, so you don't know how much that costs, sir.
Right. If it cost 25,000, it should have came in a box. Nice little setup. I'm saying he had the
With a
motherfucker in his
light on
hand.
it.
Yeah. Even De Beers, K's, and Zales give you a box.
They do.
Even them little holographic little gold boxes you get from the hood, with the
With the
little
light on
with
it.
the, with the no, the little hood ones, just the old ones. You know the ones with the top.
Oh
They put
yeah.
so what do you
it.
want? You want the box or you want the ring? Because it seems like you want the box with
No,
the
I
I
want
light
want
it
the,
to.
on it.
I want you to
What
be
you want? You
thoughtful
want the
about how
ring
you're
or the
doing
box?
it.
I want you to
Huh?
be thought. It could have
Because it
been a
looked like
tiny.
he wanted the box, so he
It could
put a
have been a
ring on
tiny
it.
ring. It could have been a
It
tiny
looked
little
like he
stone if
wanted
he
the
was down
box,
on
so
one
he was
knee
trying to
doing
put a
it with the
ring on
thought.
it.
No,
But
wait,
she didn't want the ring. She wanted the box.
no.
Wow.
She wanted somebody to be thoughtful about how they proposed
Effort.
to her
He said you could
after
have took me
10
out to
years.
dinner, got
I
me some
think that's where a
Thoughtful.
lot of
flowers.
people miss the point. The point wasn't
Thoughtful. He wasn't thoughtful
no.
enough.
No. He just
Okay.
expected her to
All
like
right.
him enough
Okay.
Mhm.
to say after
So
So
10
can
now,
years.
I ask you? So if
so
you were in
now
a
there's no
relationship for 10
wedding,
years,
there's no future.
you wouldn't talk about being proposed to and being and in 10 years
So let
they
so let
had a
I'm
conversation
so the
about
young
getting married.
so I spoke to a young lady. If I didn't do it the way she wanted, she was gonna be upset. And I told her, well, God damn it, you was gonna be upset.
Okay, well then I guess
That's
that's what all
not
the ladies are telling you.
I don't think that's okay. Again, to me what it seemed like the case wasn't the fact that he proposed. You it was how it was done. It was more so I'm driving a car. You didn't you're not asking nicely. You're just basically shoving a ring in my face.
So you don't want to marry
And
me?
then after I say no, and after I say no, instead of having being an adult having a conversation about this, you would start recording me. You saying, "Well, I can't even get all my money back." So again, it was an after. It wasn't like
Yeah,
something
I
you
thought that was
wanted to
petty as
do.
shit. That was
It was
petty as
some.
shit.
It was petty. It's
That-
not like it came off like you didn't really want to do it. You just did it
Right.
to do
the
it.
recording
I'm not
was
even
so
telling you
petty.
got to do anything expensive. You could have like waited till she got out the car and got down on your knee, bro. You could have asked a little bit better. You
You
didn't
could have
even
gave me a
try.
ring pop if you would have got down on your knee and made
Yeah,
it
like
special.
I would take a piece of cardboard. I would take anything. If
A
you get down on your knee
sign,
and
will
be
you
I'm
like,
marry
saying
hey,
me?
though, but can
10
we? Can,
years,
but
10
wait,
years,
but
and
wait,
you're not even
but
in 10
wait,
years, you're
but
not even gonna
wait.
be
She
10 years. I
stayed
stuck
with
with
him
you
for
through the
10 years though.
bullshit,
That don't
and
mean
you not even gonna
nothing.
be
That has
That
fucking
nothing
with
to
means
do
a
with
her.
nothing.
lot. She stayed with the guy who did that. Think
So you
about
Okay.
should
that.
have at least been appreciative and be like, yo, she stayed with me through all my bullshit. Let me at
He
least make this nice for
obviously
her.
he felt like he ain't need to do that for her.
Right,
And again,
because
and so
you know
she
why?
felt,
Because
okay,
you
I
know
can
why? And that
leave.
goes back to our first topic because she loved him enough for 10 years that he just was so comfortable. He took advantage of that and he was so complacent that he didn't feel like after 10 years he even owed her a dinner,
She
a
should have
meal,
left after the
Or
5 years. She
bended
should have
knee.
been
or
left.
a bended knee.
She should
So
have
at the
been
end of
left
the
him.
day, you agree with us,
She
right?
should have. No, I don't.
So she loved him more. She loved him more, and she didn't. And she got the short end of the stick.
She loved him more, but he didn't show no love, is what I'm talking about. I'm talking
How
about
do
when a
we don't
man
know what
doesn't
that
show. Wait,
relationship was
wait, wait,
like?
wait. I'm talking
So
about when he don't show no love. Now, what we was talking about was when both parties are showing love. We was talking about if the female would
We're
show
not
more.
saying he didn't show
At
no
this
love, but
we
at
scenario,
the
don't know
end
wait,
of the
his
wait,
day,
wait,
relationship.
wait.
we don't
This
know what love he
scenario, he
showed.
didn't show no love, and we can make sure the way he proposed to her,
He
the
might
way
have
he
because he
waited
stayed
10
for
years,
10 years too.
that's no love. He never showed her love.
They both stayed with each other for 10
Yes,
years. So
but
that's
what you don't
enough
understand is he never showed her any love. She was supposed to see
You're
some
making
love.
assumptions.
That's what I'm talking about.
to 50
What
Cent.
love did he show if he proposed to her that way? Y'all just said it that he ain't show no care.
You just said it was enough for the ring and not the box. Now it's no love.
No, I said for her to stick with him. That shows you she knew what she was dealing with, what type of person. She
So
even
then he
said
shouldn't have
5
been
years ago,
surprised. So
she
then he
even
shouldn't have
said
been
if she wanted
surprised.
it 5 years ago, so why didn't she leave
We
five
don't know
years ago?
that.
No, I know we don't know that. I'm just saying. I
And the
know we
reason
don't
why
know
I
a lot
sit
of
here,
these things, but I'm throwing this out there because these are things that she could have made sure to do instead of
she
being
could,
there another 5 years
but
with a man who wasn't showing the love that she wanted. She already wanted him to propose 5 years ago. That means he wasn't showing the love.
and here's the thing, and he said, here's my. Could she have? Yes. Did she? No. We're here 10 years later, right?
Yup, and he ended up
I
proposing,
stuck
and you
I st-
stuck around.
Again, we do not know the merit of the relationship.
We
We
don't.
don't know. But for her, in the aspect of for her to get that upset, at some point they had a conversation about marriage. They had it 5 years ago. So he knew that she stuck around, so she expected something within those next 5 years, which made it 10, right?
Right, right.
So again, at that point, he could have been. She stayed for the next five,
She
so she could.
shouldn't have stayed though.
Again, we
But
don't.
listen
I
though.
hear
I
what you're
cannot.
trying to
Okay, so
say.
let
I
her
Can I
get
finish
finish.
it.
what I'm? Can I finish my point?
Go ahead.
I just want to finish my point before I lose it. She stayed. We don't know the merit of their relationship, but they did have a conversation at one point about being married and how I guess things will go. It's the the fact that she stayed for so long, the fact how he did what he did, it hurt her because she realized in that moment that he was not an ancient nigga. That was the prop. I think that's the point that a lot of people miss. People again, George, you're not listening. I'm technically agreeing with you.
I
She
know
should have.
you agree with me,
She
but
should have.
you can't
She
say the ain't shit nigga because she knew
he.
5 years ago he was an ain't shit
But
nigga.
no, no. Maybe again, we don't know the
Sometimes
merit
they hit
of.
people late.
Sometimes you can sit here and tell me the sky's purple, the sky's blue, the sky's blue, the sky's blue. I could be saying it's purple, and one day get bonked on my head and be like, oh shit, the sky's blue. You've been telling me that shit for years, but I had to learn figure that shit out for myself. Okay?
Which means you
So
still have to
again,
take
she
accountability for that too, though, right?
again and again, in that moment, she did. and she straight up and she left. So again, she stuck. Did she have to stay with him? No. She chose to because she loved him, right? And when she realized in that same aspect, he did not love her the same. He could have been cheating on her for years. We don't know. He could have been down for her bad. We don't know. He could have been
We,
locked up. Again,
we
we
don't know
don't
none of
know.
that.
We don't
But
know anything.
what
But
we
again,
do
in
know is
that
that
moment, she realized in her mind, this nigga really truly don't love me the way he's supposed to, because he would not be doing this way. And she left.
so then what is the point of leaving after the fake proposal? If you should have left before then. So what is the
We
point of
not gonna
leaving
argue
now?
shoulda, woulda, couldas
Coulda.
though.
No. I'm just saying.
The
The
reason
point is that she had
What would
enough.
be the point after
After
years?
10 years, she
You
the
finally
knew
saw
the
that.
you
straw
knew
broke the
all of
camel's
this
back.
stuff.
The
Like
straw
at
broke the camel's back.
Okay,
Again,
but
you're throwing all these hypotheticals out here, and I hear you, but at the same time, we don't know. So I'm going off
no,
of
I know.
what I'm seeing. So I'm just saying she was upset. Like she had a realization in that moment, and it was a bad and it was bad for all of us have to see it. But that she realized in her mind, yo, he don't love me the way he's supposed to. What the fuck am I still doing here? Like that was the point, and that's what I'm trying to say. Like in that moment she
somebody had,
realized
it's like
that
a wake up call.
it was just like, and that's what I want people to realize. Like, if you look back, if you watch the video and you see her face, something clicks. And she's like, and she started packing her shit. And in the moment, instead of him, and in the moment again, that man could have been like, oh fuck, like he could have switched it up. Instead of loving on her and trying to fix the situation because she was upset, you recorded her. You became petty.
because
You and again,
Exposed her.
you
because he
exposed her and did
wasn't
all
an
that stuff.
ain't
So
shit
you didn't.
nigga from the beginning, guys.
Yeah, but
I
that's not
need
what
y'all to understand
we
that.
understand
You
that,
gotta
but that's not what
understand that.
that's not what she's
I get
saying.
that she caught it late, but that is an issue.
That's
That's what we be talking about. If you don't
No,
feel some
it's not the issue. She was loving him through his ain't shit. Ain't that what y'all said? The woman need to
no,
like the man
no, that is
more?
not what we
Right.
say. No, I've never said that.
Oh my
That's
God.
what I've never advocated for that.
you just said that a woman can't be with you unless she's okay with you being with multiple women.
Right, which means if she's not okay with being with me, which
And if
means
she
if
chooses to stay with you 10 years, knowing that, and
oh
then
my
one day
god.
finally wakes up and says, I want to leave, I don't want to do
No,
this
that there is
anymore.
no see. No, that's wrong. There is no finally wake up. She already knew from the beginning. See, this woman didn't know that. That's what you
Some
see. That's the difference. She
sometimes
didn't
people think
know.
things are
We're
for
talking
them
about
and
a
it's
woman who
not.
would know.
And they
Right.
need to
If
realize that
she
late, and they
would
realize it
know,
a little later than others.
that's listen. Once again, I'm being upfront. He wasn't. That's the
Right.
difference. That's the
But you
difference of
expect
But
dudes.
can
every you,
It's
but
about if a dude is
I
going to
could
be upfront of
George,
who he is or a dude is not.
George, I could sit here and say I'm okay with it, and then for years be with you, and then at some point I'm just like I'm trying to
I could
convince myself.
change.
I convince myself I'm okay with it, and I'm really not. And again, and I get it. A lot of women do that. That's what I'm trying to explain to you. Like a lot of women do that. So I can sit here and be like, I'm okay with it. I'm cool. I'm straight, and be sitting here like getting jealous and you attitudey and all that stuff, and it's like, why are you doing that? You
You
knew
wondering
you
like,
knew what
yo,
it
what's
was
up?
when I
You knew
told
what's
you.
up. Yeah.
You knew what's up. And it's like,
That's when
it takes a minute,
that's when a person is supposed to get clipped.
and
When the
then it
other
takes a
person
minute. But
sees that, that
sometimes people
cuts
don't
it
do that.
out.
Some
That's
people string
because
people
each other
along.
is trying to manipulate each other into doing those things. That's not good. I hear what you're saying, but that's not good. For you
I
to be
didn't
in a
say it
relationship
was.
knowing that you shouldn't be in that relationship, that's on you.
But again, just because you have this moral compass, right, doesn't mean everybody else has. So again,
Okay, but they
let
still have to be held liable to what they're doing. I get what you're saying. Not
Alive.
everybody might not have it, but we still got to hold them accountable to what they do. Yeah, everybody does have a choice.
some people take longer to
I get
realize
that, but you
things
still hold them
than
accountable to what they're
others.
involved in.
No one
All
is
right.
saying
So her part of her accountability was
is
accepting
leave
that and
accept
leaving
and leaving.
and no longer accepting it
I got
anymore.
you.
So
I
she's
got you
not
on that.
wrong.
It's
You said
sad
she,
that it
but
took
you
that
said she
long.
was wrong
I
for
It
get
doing
is, and
that.
that's what she's saying. It's sad that it took that long, but that was her
It's
process. That was a
I
part of her
got you
journey.
on that.
that was her journey. And again, it's sad that it had, and it's sad it had to be aired out like that. And again, as a man, if you sit there and say you, if you're gonna propose to somebody, you love them that much, you wouldn't have done.
Oh no.
I don't know. I don't know. He put himself in that situation because he
Can
felt
y'all hear
like
me?
he could. Yes, we
Yeah.
can hear you. He
Okay.
put himself in that
If
situation because
my
he
bad,
felt
someone was
like he
calling
could
me.
do that.
If you felt
He felt like he could do that. Because why else was he allowed to do it? Think about it.
Because after 10 years, he was complacent. And it was
But
easy for him to do the bare minimum because she never required much of him.
right, exactly.
But
That's
at the
it
end of
right
the
there.
day,
That's the point
so
right there.
so
Thank
listen,
you.
so listen, and even with that being said, even with ourselves, we could go along this one path every day, but one day something inspires us or something shakes us up enough. Sometimes it's, having kids or a near-death experience or whatever the case may be, or a broken heart. Something requires us to want to be different, to change. So we can start expecting different things out of ourselves. It's just like freedom of speech. We have freedom of choice. We could one day be like, hey, I don't want to do this anymore. So let me change the program. And it's okay. Everybody has that option.
Yeah, you just have to deal with the consequences that come with that.
True. True.
You now have to deal
And
with the
now
things
I think
that
on
you
his
might have
end,
never dealt with.
I feel like
Because
on
now
his
think about it. Now she's dealt with this man for 10 years. So now she's got to go out into the world and try to figure herself all out again.
but who's to
And
say?
get
But listen, who's to say it's gonna be like that for her? Because it's the same thing goes for him. I was about to say with him because now after
that
10 years, his
yeah, that
consequence
goes
is
for him
losing a good
too.
woman. Losing a good woman.
Okay, but that goes for him too. But I'm just talking
Yeah.
about her. We
Well, they
know it
have
goes
to.
for him. But let me at least speak about her. And you can still
But
say
listen,
that about him.
she has to rise to the occasion
Yeah,
because
but the thing is on her part is that she actually wanted to be with him because she's stuck with him. You get
okay,
what I'm
they stuck
saying?
with each
So that's
other.
why to
They
me
stuck
it's
with each other. You're missing that point. They stuck with each other. And if she chose to leave and you say her dealing with those consequences, no, she don't got to go and figure herself out all again. Like she already
oh,
knows. It's over.
okay. We know that part, but this guy obviously has not even thought about being emotional when it comes to this because he went straight to social media.
And that's
He didn't
him.
give two fucks about her.
No.
So that lets you know he ain't have no real emotion, too much of emotional attachment to put her on blast, especially if she was a good woman. Now that could be him lashing out emotionally. That could be one frame of it. We could put that out there because usually men don't do this when it comes to their relationship. They don't go to social
Right.
media to air out the women. So we can say that this is an emotional way of him dealing with this. I
Yeah.
will say that. But the way he did it, it's kind of like he did that for a reason. So whichever other broad he was talking with, dealing with, may have been trying to make friends with.
That's all speculation. Staying on point is just like at the end of the day, it's over. Like we're not gonna speculate if there was other women or this, that, and the third. That's just really dragging it too deep. Like the end of the day is she stayed, she could have left, she should have left, she didn't leave, she had an epiphany. The shit's over with. Like, period.
Yeah,
I don't think they were good for each other.
well, it's and that's sad to say because we really don't know that. We really don't know, you know what I'm saying? Because we only saw this snippet.
Yeah, they
You know
could
what I
be
mean? That
back
had
together
something to
right
do with
now
their
as
life.
we speak.
Well, because for you to be together for 10 years, it don't seem like it was 10 years of bad type shit because all you said was that he waited to try to marry you. It took him 10 years for that.
I mean,
She
he
didn't
said he wasn't ready, and
I know, but it wasn't
I
no
get
real
that.
bad argument about other shit. You see
No.
what I'm saying? It was solely on this topic.
So she probably came back.
That's what I'm saying. I don't think they broke up. To me, for this relationship, 10 years, I don't see that ending like that. Especially when she was expecting to get married to him. Especially when he was expecting to now propose and marry her. I don't see that as a breakup. You know what I'm
They
saying?
probably went on down to the courthouse. They ain't gonna put that on social
I
media
don't
because
know
they already
about
went
that. She
viral.
looked like she gonna make him spend some money because of the way he did it. I feel
Well,
like she
according
gonna
to
make
you,
him
he
get
already
dig into
spent
the bag.
according to you, he already spent 25 G's on a ring, so
That's what it looked like to me.
That's not that ring wasn't that expensive.
I don't think so. I think he might have got it off Amazon.
I don't think it was an Amazon ring, but you could Google the
One of them
carat
Jamaica Avenue rings.
the carat size wasn't enough to make it that much. But I would give it about a maybe 16.
My friend just got engaged, and her engagement ring is a nice little size. I think it's like maybe 2.5 carats. And I think her fiance said he spent 4,000. I don't know nothing about rings. I ain't never been proposed to.
Oh, I love me a good diamond. I like diamonds. I'm 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 bougie that way.
Well,
That's
ladies,
not
it's been a beautiful night.
has it.
And we actually ran for an hour and 25 minutes,
Yes,
so
it's been a beautiful night.
it
Yeah,
had
I'm
to be
hungry.
fun.
We got somebody in the back chat that I'm going to bring up briefly and cut them off because they are late as ever. He will not
But
be here. He just literally pulled up. Yo, I'm not putting you on
Bring
screen.
them
You will
in.
not be able to be
that was
shown, so you
stop
can
being
cut
mean to
yourself
Ice. You
out.
always
Bring
mean to
Ice in.
Ice.
Don't do him like that.
You
Wait a minute.
stay
First
being
of
mean
all,
to
that's my
him.
that's my homie who spoke to me personally and told me when they was gonna pop up. But
Right.
we're about to exit, and he already dipped off already because his wherever he at, his connection ain't no good because he probably somewhere by a
Oh,
hospital.
boo. Don't do that.
You
I just
see
said he's not in
see
the
when I
back
be
no
you
more
talking about
because
people
his
when they not here. That's
connection.
wrong.
Did you listen to what I just said? He's no longer in the back because it's probably
Because you
his
kicked him
connection.
out.
Because you kicked them out.
Why you do him like that,
It's so
Joy?
Why
mean
do
to
y'all
him. Why?
always think that I like to hate on folks? That ain't what
I
I
didn't say
do.
Nobody
you
said
hate.
I
that if
don't
I
you was
hate
said
on
hating
you
on
folks.
him.
you
I
mean
put
to
people in their
him.
place. Understand that.
We didn't say you hated him.
All
We
right.
said you
I put
kicked him
people in
out.
their place. So let's
Why
get
but why
that
you
right.
stay putting but why you always gotta pick on Ice?
It's a
Because that's the
beautiful day in
homie.
the
And when you my
neighborhood.
homie, we always correct each other. You supposed to check me, I'm supposed to check you, and that's how we stay
But he don't
friends.
be doing stuff
I
and you
don't
be trying
deal
to
with
check him.
yes, I don't
Why
deal
you
with
why
yes
you always trying
people.
to check somebody who don't need to be checked?
I don't deal with
He a
yes
grown
people.
man.
We all need checking. I need checking every now and then. What you
Yeah, you
talking about?
got
I'm a
checked
grown
tonight.
man. I
So
still need to be checked. I don't know what you talking
Oh.
about.
as long as you know you need to be checked.
Listen,
He
but
said
you
you
ain't the
ain't
one
got
that's
no
gonna check me. I tell
nipples.
you that.
Yo, Frank.
Best believe that. You ain't gonna check nothing over here.
We just did
I
though.
do
So
the
what are you gonna
checking,
do?
all right?
That
Real
sounds a little
I let you speak. That's what I did. I
You
let you
let
let
you
speak.
let
us
me.
speak.
I
You
let
let
you
me.
speak. This is my
And you're not
platform.
misogynistic,
This is
ironic.
my platform.
Wow.
I could
Ironic.
mute you if I want to.
And
See
we could
how I let
unmute
you speak?
And
ourselves.
Like I said, I
and
could and listen, I could take you down and bring you back up.
Oh,
go
so you
right ahead.
power tripping right now. This is a
Oh.
power
And you're not
imbalance.
misogynistic, huh?
This this a
Huh?
power
Yeah.
You
imbalance.
feel better,
Like I
Patrick? You feel
said,
better?
I
No,
let
he
you
needed to do that. He
speak.
needed to feel better. He got
Like I
he
said,
got
He
I
had to
let
dragged
put
by
us
you
in our
speak.
women.
place real quick to let us
Yeah,
know
he
Okay.
where
got
we
dragged by
This
stand.
women
this is
tonight.
my platform and I did let you speak.
He gonna
Okay.
fire us.
No,
I don't
I ain't
care.
gonna fire you. I will dismiss
Oh,
you,
I've
but I
quit
won't
better
fire
places
you.
than this.
You will get dismissed.
I don't get dismissed. I leave.
Please.
You could never.
Sayonara.
That was ugly.
He's just showing everybody. He's just showing everybody that we're right, and
Yeah, it's
Hey, if
not a good
that's what you
look.
want to call it,
it's not
that's
what I
what you
want.
want to
It's
call it.
what's being shown. You know what? Truth
You
is
see how you keep doing this and this
because he think he's
and
somebody.
this?
What's wrong with me being proper?
Go ahead,
Is
be
that
proper,
proper?
baby. Be
This
proper,
looks,
baby. Do
looks,
you?
looks a little bit egotistical to me, if you ask.
Hey, you can call it whatever you want. I call it confident, baby. But you could call it whatever you want.
I
Okay?
call it confident.
Remember how I
Right.
told you
Call it whatever you
earlier
want.
how he not gonna be able to fit through a door because his head gonna swell up so big? I see it. It's starting right here in the forehead. You see that? You see that shine? It's just growing.
That's called success, baby. That's the shot of success, baby. Okay.
Lord,
Yo, good night. I gotta go. Bye, because I'm not doing this shit with y'all no
it has
more.
been a
Hey, y'all
wonderful
have a great
show.
night. It's been a wonderful time. This has been Facts, Rumors, and Lies. And next time you see us, we will be doing the
Next
Facts,
time,
Rumors,
all of
and
us need to be here
Lies.
because I don't
And
think
we will
we're
be
allowed to do
doing
this with just
the
George again.
Color Purple Effect. Next
Listen,
time you
I
see
agree.
us,
Okay.
these ladies will act a little better. You know, they'll calm down a little bit for you.
Motherfucker.
Okay?
And
Don't
next
worry.
time George will actually, not be
Be a little bit
misogynistic.
less misogynistic. He gonna
Trust
reach
me,
his
that ain't
Mr.
never
Rogers
going
sweater.
nowhere.
He needs
I
to wear a
am who I
t-shirt
am.
because when he wear his sweater, he acts the fuck up.
Listen. Don't hate on the
When he
Cosby
dressed like a
sweater.
little hoodlum, he acts accordingly. You're
Yeah.
right.
Hey,
I've
He
noticed
got his
that.
picture day clothes
hey,
on.
I got the M Weezy
Also,
right
don't
here.
trust people
I
that
can
wear
switch it up
shades
real quick.
inside
I can switch it up real quick. I got the
What
M
in
you
the
Weezy
dark.
right here. Glasses come off and one goes on. Let's go. What you want?
Nah,
I
you don't
switch
have
up like night and day, baby. Have a great night, ladies. It's been a wonderful time.
Good
I
night.
appreciate it.
Mm-hmm.
I will see you next time. Mo, you stay fabulous.
I will.
Braveheart, you stay brave.
Good night, everybody.
lady out.
Peace. Holla at your boy. This has been a wonderful, wonderful night. Love you.